Hey guys, it's me, Ave, and you're watching my channel, and today we're doing a 2023 debrief. In today's video, I'm answering all the unknown things about 2023, and you guys asked me these questions, so it's coming straight from you guys. Over on my mom's Instagram, I posted a little question thing asking you guys, what do you want to know about 2023? Like all the untalked about topics that occurred this year. This year is wrapping itself up very, very quickly. I cannot believe that it's been a full year. I think about how I started 2023 and I'm like, okay, that was literally a month ago. No, it's been a full year. It's actually insane the fact that it's almost 2024. It is absolutely insane. It's mind-boggling because we're only 1 year away from my graduation year. I graduate in 2025. That is literally next year, technically, because it's pretty much 2024. I have some questions that you guys want to know about and some topics that you guys want to cover, and we're gonna just revisit a couple untalked about things that occurred. This year, 2023, was honestly a very, very good year. Obviously there was up and downs, but honestly I cannot complain. I've grown a lot this year. For one, I think I've definitely matured. I think we're all growing and maturing every day. So it's we're not going to stay in the same place forever. And I think we're all just evolving and for the better, I feel like. I've traveled so much this year. I am so grateful for the opportunity to travel. It's my favorite thing ever. It's literally my passion. And I cannot wait for 2024 because I just want to see what it brings, the new places I go to, the new things I discover, who I become. It's just insane. I'm turning 17 in 2024, which, what? I feel like I have waited my whole life to grow up. I remember playing a grown-up or teenager as a kid. I'd be 8 years old and I'd be yeah, I'm 16 and I have a boyfriend, and now I'm 16 and it's crazy. But yeah, I think it's been a great year. So now we're gonna revisit some things that happened this year. So first thing that I see here, are you guys going to travel a lot this year? That is the goal. I hope we are fortunate enough to visit new continents and new countries. I kind of want to count how many countries I visited in 2023. So let's rewind. I started the year in Utah, so that's a state. But we started the year in Park City, Utah. And then that was January. February we didn't go anywhere. March I went to Hawaii, so that's another state. And then I went to Nashville, which is another state, that's Tennessee. Then we went to Puerto Rico, which isn't, it's US territory, but it's not technically a state, I guess. So we're gonna count that as a country. So I went to Puerto Rico. And then we went to Europe in June. So I went to Paris, France. I went to Italy, I went to Greece, and I went to Spain. So that's 5 countries. And then in July, I went to North Carolina, so that's a 4 state. And then in November, I went to Colorado. So I went to 5 states and 5 countries this year. That's insane. That is so fun. It was such a good year, and I'm so excited for what is to come in 2024. But we are starting the year with a very fun trip, and I'm really excited about this trip in particular because we are all going. There's 12 of us going, and it's gonna be so much fun. We're all gonna be in one house, and I feel like that hasn't happened in a really long time. So I'm really excited to just be back together as a family. You guys will see where we're going very, very soon. But yes, there are plans to travel a lot in 2024. We'll see what actually happens, but if it's up to us, we will be traveling a lot. Do you still hate school? Honestly, beginning of 2023 was my sophomore year, my second semester of my sophomore year. That was rough. I just didn't really like school. It was dreadful. But now that I'm in this new schedule where I only go for 4 periods and then I come home at 11, best thing I could have ever done, the best decision I literally have ever made. It is just such a good balance between my real life, which is social media and working and stuff like that, and school. When I was at school for 7 hours every single day, I was drained. I didn't want to do anything. I came home and just dreaded going to school. But now that I'm only there for 4 or 5 hours, it's what do I have to complain about? I'm literally there for a couple hours, I go home, and I just feel so much more accomplished. Going to school, I'm actually focusing and learning because it's I only have these couple periods and then I'm out of here. It's not this huge burden. So I'm actually enjoying school as of right now. My first semester of junior year has gone pretty smoothly. School just feels like a task that I complete every day, and it's whatever. Like, it's really just not consuming my whole life anymore. So I like it. It's not too bad. I go to school, I get my work done, I come home. It's not really like socializing anymore. I don't know. Like, I literally just go there, do my things, and leave. Like, it's just not terrible anymore, which I'm really glad about. Biggest thing you've learned this year. This year has been like crazy. Like, there's been ups and there's been downs, and I feel like I've learned a lot, and at the same time I'm like, there's still a lot that I need to learn. There's a lot of things that I'm now aware of and I know that I need to like put into my daily life, but it's like the actual task of putting it into my daily life that's like a little difficult. But the biggest thing I learned this year is probably that just God has a plan for me and I cannot control everything. Going into 2023, I made like a whole list of things that I wanted to get better at, because I felt like I was in this like bubble and I was trapped in it, and I wanted to get out. I wanted to be outgoing. I wanted to stop trying to control everything and like stop trying to plan everything in my life. Like, I would plan every single day and I would always try to plan things. And if I didn't have anything planned, then I felt like my life is so boring, like I have nothing, like whatever. That's how I felt going into 2023. And I feel like over the course of this year, I learned that just it's not in my control. And God has a plan for me, and it is all going to play out in his timing, so it's not up to me. How has your personal style changed over this year? I feel like it hasn't changed that much. I kind of just have like beach casual vibe, and then like there's sometimes where I'm like more girly, but like I have learned this year that I am not a girly girl. Like, there's like split moments where I can be girly, like if it's like a special occasion, like homecoming or like something like that, where it's like everybody's like that, then I'm like, okay, I can do it. But like me putting on a dress on any day, like just a random day, that's just not the vibe. I like to be casual, I like to be cute, like I like to be put together, but it's just nothing crazy. Nothing too girly. And I've learned that because when I went to Europe, I tried to like branch out, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna bring a bunch of dresses and like I'm gonna be girly, I'm gonna do my hair every single day, like I'm gonna wear a ton of jewelry. I didn't do my hair once on that trip. I tried wearing a dress like a couple times. No, I just don't feel comfortable and I don't feel cute. Like, I feel like I'm just not a dress girl. There are a couple times where I've pulled it off and I felt confident in a dress, but for the most part, I've learned this year that that is just not my vibe, and I don't need to push it, because if I push that vibe on myself, it's just not gonna end well. Like, I'm always disappointed. I'm like, this is just not me. I love my baggy pants, like my linen pants with a cute little top, and I've just found things that are my style. But over the course of this year, I don't think it's changed that much. I've definitely gotten some new pieces that have elevated my wardrobe, but for the most part, I think I've just found my taste a little bit more, and it's more like casual beach type style, not very girly, elegant. That's not the vibe. Do you regret doing weightlifting? Definitely not. It has brought me a lot of fun opportunities and a lot of fun people that I've met. It's definitely not the easiest sport in the world. It's very like mental, and I've learned that this year, that it's like a switch that you have to click. If you're mentally like, oh, I can't do this, like I'm gonna fail, you're gonna fail. No matter like how much weight is on the bar, I could tell myself I can't do this with 45 pounds on the bar, and I won't be able to do it. Like, it's so mental, especially with Olympic lifting, like where it's so technical. And I've had to like mentally train myself this year, especially this season, like my junior season, to just like block out all my little thoughts in my brain and just do the lift and tell myself that I can do it. But I don't regret it. It's been a lot. Like, it's been a lot of strain on my body and a lot of things like that. Like, this season I've had to cut because I was in the 139 weight class for my past 2 seasons of high school. But my junior season, I am now in a 129 weight class, and I weigh like 130 on a normal day. But I was sick and my period came, and it was just like the worst timing. So for like 2 weeks in a row, back to back, I had to drop like 7 pounds in like 3 days. So it was a lot on my body, and it's definitely, it plays a role in a lot of things, but I don't regret it. I think it's a lot of fun, and it just like teaches you discipline. If you would have asked me in February of this year, do you regret doing weightlifting, I would have been like, yeah, because it was definitely difficult my sophomore season, It was a lot. I was definitely drained and I didn't think I was going to come back. I wasn't planning to come back. And then the day before like our first preseason practice, I was like, I think I'm going to do it. And I'm so glad I made that decision because this season has been way better. Hopefully that answers that. If you guys have the opportunity, I definitely think you guys should try it out. It's definitely not easy, but it's such a fun sport and it's fun. Any advice on how to get through a breakup? If you guys didn't know, I did go through a breakup at the end of summer. It was like early August, right before the school year started. And there's a lot that goes into breakups because like when you spend so much time with a person, it's not like, oh, you're gonna just drop them and be perfectly fine. Like, no, you created a life with them, you're used to them, you're adapted to the things that they do, and it's just like a life together. And now that life is not a thing anymore. So it's obviously not the easiest thing in the world. But I feel like I've dealt with my breakups in the past pretty well. My way of getting through rough patches like that is literally just any distraction ever to just forget. Because that's how I deal with things. I don't like to dwell. I don't like to sit in my room and cry about it. Even though that's probably what I should be doing, I just can't. It's probably not the best coping mechanism, but like, no, I can't. So I was hanging out with my friends all the time. I was just doing everything to just distract myself, which honestly I don't even know if that's the best advice, so maybe don't listen to me. But like I did take my time to heal and like work through the things that needed to be worked through, but most of the time I was just distracting myself and doing things to just not think about it. But honestly, it's just leaving what's in the past behind. Like as hard as it is, don't text them, cut off communication. I have never like blocked anybody like after a relationship unless like I really needed to, but that wasn't the case. So like we would talk a little bit back and forth after the breakup because we were both still going through it. But at one point it just all ended, all the communication, and that's when I think both of us started to like actually get over it. Because if there's constant communication but you guys aren't together, you're still relying on each other for that reassurance and that comfortableness. So just no more talking, no more texting, no more calling, just cut off the communication, and eventually, surely, you will get through it. What's something you're looking forward to in this upcoming year? Definitely traveling, that's an obvious. I'm looking forward to just like becoming more at peace with myself is a huge one, and like just working towards my goals, because I've had the same goals for forever now, and I really just want to actually stay consistent and stay disciplined and really just achieve them this year. I know I say this every year, but I really like having a goal and I like working towards something. So I'm hoping to do that. I'm going to be making a video on all my goals and like my vision board for 2024. So stay tuned for that. But I'm really excited for all those things. What was the best place that you traveled to this year? Definitely Milos, Greece. Top of my list. I have never been somewhere so beautiful. The water was so clear. It was actually insanity. Like, so clear. Forever. Like, forever and ever. Greece has the best water I've ever seen. It was freezing, but it was so worth it. I was in love. That was definitely the best place I've ever been. Do you have any regrets of 2023? What do you think is your biggest regret? I think one regret is not staying on top of myself. Like when I say I was going to do something, I didn't follow through with it. And that's more like my personal goals and things that I wanted to do, because I think I've come a long way from the beginning of this year. But at the same time, I feel like at some points I'm in the same position that I was when this year started, and that frustrates me. Like it's been a whole year and no change has been made, but I feel like there has been change. But my biggest regret is probably just not staying on top of that. Like, come on, Allison, like it's been like 3 years and it's the same New Year's resolution and you don't go and do it. Like, come on, that's really annoying. It's literally only my fault, so I just need to get on top of that again this year. Are you on a diet? No, I just try to eat as clean as possible. It's not always that easy, but I'm not on like a specific diet. What's your workout routine? I'm in weightlifting season right now, so I lift pretty much every single day. Plus I have a lifting class during school, so I lift there as well. Like usually most days I have 2 to 3 workouts, and most of the time they're all lifting workouts, which it's a lot. Have you ever had a hookup? No. I don't know the exact definition of a hookup. Like if that means just like kissing somebody, like a random. Like, I don't think I have, because everybody that I've like ever really like talked to, I've ended up dating. And I have 2 people that I've kissed that I haven't dated, and it's because it was like spin the bottle, like, which was like a joke, or it was like a dare, like, and that was like a really long time ago, like 3+ years ago. So no, I've never had a hookup. When do you want kids? Like 25, 26, like not anytime soon, like 10 years. How do you deal with insecurities? Honestly, you're asking the wrong person. I'm kind of like a fake it till you make it type of person. Like, I'll fake it, but like, no bueno. Not really my specialty. I'm not very good at that. Opinions on driving. How does it feel to drive alone? I love it. I cannot imagine not being able to drive by myself, because you just have so much freedom, especially because my mom's pretty chill. Like, it's just so much easier. I don't have to rely on other people for rides. Like, so much more convenient. Like, I feel like plans are just a billion times easier to make. Like, oh, let's go get food. Like, let's go. Like, it's not like, Mom, can you drive me to get food? Can you pick me up from here? Like, so much easier. It's just so nice to have freedom. What is some advice for somebody who has never dated anybody? I would say the best advice, even if you have dated somebody, even if it's your first time, just take it slow. There's absolutely no rush, and the right person will wait for you to be ready and comfortable. Especially if it's your first time and you're naive and you just don't really know how relationships work. You don't need to rush into anything. Like, there's literally no rush. So just take your time, and when you feel comfortable, you can talk to your partner also. Like, just talk and get comfortable with each other. And it's so much easier when you guys just have an open relationship and you guys are friends first, then partners, like boyfriend and girlfriend. Because when you guys are friends and you're comfortable and you guys can talk about these uncomfortable topics, then it just makes the relationship all the more better. Like, it's just so much more fun that way. So if this is your first time going into a relationship, just get comfortable with your person, and you don't need to rush anything. Like, literally just take your time. Set your boundaries from the start. That's a huge one, because if you talk to your person, you're like, yeah, no, this is the line, and you're not crossing that line, no matter who you think you are and no matter what kind of negotiation skills you think you have, it's not happening. So just let them know, because I've done that, and more often than not, they'll be understanding if they truly want you, and if they don't really want you, then they'll probably leave. But that's their loss, not yours. So that's your little advice from me. What do you want to achieve in life? I want to be a mom, because I think that'd be so much fun, but definitely not anytime soon. But one huge life goal is to become a mom. I want to build my own house from scratch. Not from scratch, but like from the ground up, and raise my kids in there. Like, have one house for their entire childhood. But like, obviously I'll have multiple homes, because I love homes and I love like remodeling and stuff like that. So I'll have multiple homes, but I want my children to have like their entire upbringing in like one home. Another huge goal of mine is to travel the world, whether that be with my kids, alone, with my family, whatever it is. I want to travel. I want to go to every continent. I want to just see as many countries as I can. I think I have a good amount under my buckle right now, under my belt, however the saying goes. Like, I've been to a lot of countries, and I'm only 16, so I'm just excited to visit so many more. Another one is I want to scuba dive, like somewhere really cool. I don't know where, but somewhere really cool. I want to reach my goals, like image wise, even though I know I'll never fully be content with myself, because nobody ever is, but just a little bit closer to it would be nice. Those are the ones that are coming to my head right now. I want to get married. That'd be fun. I don't know what else, but those are some like main ones. All right, the last one that I see here is how to deal with drama. Avoid it is the best advice I can give you. Just try to just not put yourself in that position to be involved in it. Like, if you know something's wrong, just erase yourself from the equation. But if you are in drama, you find yourself in it, not by choice, but you just looped into it, try to just clear your name. And if you're arguing with somebody that feels like you're literally arguing to a wall, like they just don't listen, whatever you say does not matter to them, then just let them think what they want to think. Because more often than not, you can't change somebody's opinion, and there's no point in trying. So like I've said before, you cannot please everybody. So just please the people that truly matter and that truly care about you, and the rest of the people who would like to believe whatever they like to believe, let them believe it, because at the end of the day, who cares? But that is it for today's video. If you guys have any recommendations on what you guys want to see in 2024, leave them down below. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and I hope it's cleared up some things that happened in 2023. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed and I'll see you guys in the next one.